Hey, I'm Marcus Bronzy.
I'm Kae Kurd.
And this is Ain't Got a Clue. Before we kick off the show, if you enjoy what we're about to do, then we record a bonus episode called More of a Clue right after this one. And there are two ways you can access it. And all of the shows that we put out normally with zero ads. The first is via Apple Podcast. You head to our show page and look for the button that says More of a Clue. Click on that. You can sign up for a free trial where you can try all the benefits and try and listen through the hundreds of bonus episodes that we got. Never going to get through those. Before deciding that the bonus content is some of the best out there, so you're going to stick around anyway. We also have a thing called a Patreon. You can access that via a link in the bio. You get all of what I just said, all of the shows ad-free, but you also get some video content so you can see our faces as well, just like Apple Podcasts. You get all of those for the cost of just a coffee. It's a few quid. So what are you waiting for? Come and join us. Anyway, on with the show.
Hello.
Hey.
That was a very good read.
Thanks. It's like I've been a broadcaster for most of my life, isn't it?
Of course, but I still have to commend you.
Thank you.
You
for promoting me reading off a page,
bro.
It's casually. If I can't do that at this age,
listen, Marcus Bronzy. You can go onto his bio on Instagram if you want to book him.
Professional reader of words off a page and sounding like I mean it. By the way, shout out to Ronnie and Cash for joining us on a Patreon as well, because we're meant to give them a few shout outs here and there. Chan as well, Tabarak,
Cash.
Lights Out, Vishnay, and all the other people that are joining. Big up yourselves, man.
All the others that get involved on the Patreon for
Actually,
Ain't Got a Clue.
Exactly, we're gonna get stuck into some chats that they've been kind of throwing around us as well. They've given us a few bits of little things to get into and chew around and chat around. Okay, so we'll get into that later on. But yeah,
okay, shout out to Patreon.
Yeah.
I did a few other podcasts, and then I saw people in the comments like, "Ain't got a clue."
Nice. That's very nice. So that's nice. That's very, very good.
So big up you, man, innit?
Yeah. Shout out to you guys who've been riding for a long time. But if you just joined us, this is a show where Marcus Bronzy and Kae Kurd have a conversation. What's the theme? We ain't got a clue. We kind of find out as we go along.
I really think you're looking well.
Wow. Also, yeah, bro, if you just joined the show, this is where Kae is going to line me up.
Oh my God, no.
With a compliment before giving me a roundhouse kick.
You're really looking well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You look very good as well.
That's a lie.
I want to say, though, the colour coordination today, without naming any brands, if you're watching the YouTube, I'm sure you're going to see what Kae's on, but he's the red-black combo. It's a good look, bruv. So,
do you know what? It's two of my favourite colours, actually.
Yeah?
Red and black.
Red and black. Why is that?
I don't know, man.
That's like the most madness lots, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking, I like it, innit? Fuck. I like it more than blue. Fuck are you asking that for?
I do, but I've been wearing blue recently. The last couple of years, I've added a bit of blue into my life. And
over the last couple of years.
Yeah. Last couple of years, I've been wearing blue clothing. And do you know what it is? Because obviously I was a Man United fan. So I just think I still am.
Okay,
so,
cool.
But I just like, no, fuck blue.
Yeah.
Do you know, I think there's some things that men do that are just so irrational, but it's based on like their love for their sports team. For instance, when I was a kid, Manchester United was sponsored by Vodafone. Marcus, why did I go and get a Vodafone SIM card?
Wow.
I want it to be on Vodafone because Man United, you had Vodafone on your shirt.
And that is quite literally why they do it. Yeah. That is quite literally why they do it.
Exactly.
You see your favourite sports stars running around wearing Vodafone and you're like, I want Vodafone.
100%. And I was just like, what? Like when I grow up, I was like, what? But then also like, what made you prefer Nike to Adidas or like, those kinds of things?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about why you said it in an American accent. Adidas. You really said it for Nike and Adidas.
I've been saying Nike and Adidas for ages.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if ever one of them holler me,
you get it right.
They don't need to I'll be like, well, I have been a massive fan of Adidas from such a young age. Nike, often, people don't know, but Nike is actually a Greek goddess. Yeah. I actually knew that. Yeah. But yeah, Nike, been my thing. Oh, they're losing money.
Are they? I was going to say, before we get into that, I actually sent a text to Adidas, somebody from Adidas. And because I'm dyslexic, I can, as you've heard me, when I'm feeling fresh, I can read words off a page and sound like I mean it. I put 3 Ds in at Adidas. Texting them. I remember it was like early on in the game and I was like, fucked my whole deal.
I thought it was like you just had an Arab friend that was called like Abdul Basit or something and you just... Adidas.
My iPhone corrected it. Hey man, I look forward to wearing Abdul.
No, Abdul Basit? No, it's Adidas.
Yeah. Can't wait to put on those Abdul Basgams later on. Sorry, what? Sorry.
Wait, the way you made it sound there is like a nice take. Like them Abdul Basgams. You know?
Abdul Basgam. Wait, where'd you get them trainers from, man? Are they the new? They're the new Abdul Bas drops, yeah? Okay, cool. I like them, man. The red and black ones. Why'd you get the red and black ones for? I don't know, bro. I'm just asking you fucking dumb questions for.
Red and black is synonymous with gambling, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Put it all on red. Put it on. the roulette wheel of life. Okay. So is that? How does that work in with your outfit?
I don't gamble. This is kind of old. I've had this about 4 years. But talking about gambling, Cheltenham festival, right? I never knew it was. Okay, so this is how you know you get older. More and more people start going to certain events that you know. Yep. That you never like even thought about going to. Like there were so many people I knew that went to Cheltenham.
Yeah.
And I was like, since when did horse racing become a pastime for you?
It's a full day out. It's one of those events where...
Have you done it?
Again, I've done the races before, but it's like one of those...
Of course Marcus has done it.
What does that mean? You said everyone's doing it. So if I'm doing it and everyone's doing it, all I am is just one of the plebes, isn't it? So what are you trying it for?
You have done everything. That's my point.
Wow.
You have done
hard drugs is the only thing I haven't. If I'll be honest, I ain't done hard drugs. I'll be honest.
But you go. Oh, Marcus, have you heard?
Crack ain't a hard drug though, is it? Fuck if you go crack. Sorry, God.
Like, oh, Marcus, have you seen that thing about the moon landing? Yeah, I've been. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I've been to the moon. Yeah. But you genuinely done a lot.
Well, a few things. There's loads that I haven't done here. There's loads I haven't done.
Okay, but you've done like every festival I think you've been to. You've done Glasgow, haven't you?
Means Glasgow, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I knew that.
But in and out though, I didn't like do the full experience.
Yeah, but
I don't know if I've got that in the tank.
Because you're ethnic. so there's like...
Don't know if I got that in the tank.
Because all you were thinking about was, what is my dad going to say if he sees me in this situation?
Whenever I'm going to a festival or any event where there's a large number of people, bathroom break is at the top of my mind. Yep. How do I minimize the need for a bathroom? Even if I can secure a super VIP gold toilet or whatever, how do I minimize the need to use a bathroom? That is me, because I don't want...
Well, you can stop eating.
Yeah, stop eating and stop drinking. Tried it before, bruv. I've worked across a festival for a couple of days and I probably consumed the smallest amount of calories ever, and everything I was eating was like stodge, no fiber, nothing. I didn't want anything to go through me, bruv. I wanted to stay
someone
blocked up.
Someone gave you an apple and you just kicked it into
I just ate the core and threw the rest away. Ate the skin and threw all the fiber away. Yeah, I'm not interested in having to use a toilet more than I need to. Yeah, in a place like that.
I assume Cheltenham has toilets.
They've got toilets, but what people don't understand is because, and if you're not from the UK, you'll get to know what I mean. Because of our culture of eating and drinking quite a lot. When you combine that with people that have eaten food on the go. So they've eaten food that you travel food, we're going to say isn't the best kind of food, right? Combine that with copious carbonated beverages, yeah?
How do they get there, Marcus?
Ram trains, rammed coaches, try to drive. It's mental, bro.
So you see when they make people... Right, so this is what I find funny, yeah? Why do you have to go in a suit and dresses to the horse racing?
Well, it's not like, you know when...
Why do I have to put on my best suit just to go watch some horses and a bunch of other guys have a tear up on a...
It's like dressing up for a nice day out. That's what it is. It's like dressing up for a day out. It's like an old English trope of let's go out to the races and let's be... That's what I feel like it is. But when you combine that with today's attitude of let's get fucked, you get people at 2 p.m. on a hot and sunny day wearing a 9-piece suit, yeah, with just sweating vodka, yeah. And it is a good day out. It's fun and vibes, but there's a lot of casualties. There's some people, bro, on the train there, you better believe whatever time in the morning people are going there, you're hearing... And that is a universal noise of British people having a good time.
I'm actually worried about how much of our... like in this country, how much our social life revolves around food and drink. Well, drinking especially.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, to the youngsters, apparently less so. They're doing less. They're vaping more.
I think part of that is because of how much it costs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's expensive.
£4.50 for a lemonade now.
Oh yeah, it's wild, bro. It's absolutely wild. But yeah, cost isn't there?
£4.50 for a lemonade, Marcus.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And all these places that start charging you extortionate amounts for mocktails, yeah? I'm seeing like £11 for a mocktail. Brother,
brother, what? Mango and lemonade with a twist of lime. £12. I've got to say, Kay, one of the biggest disrespects ever. Also, conversely, the cleverest moves ever is the person that decided ice, lemonade, juice, and a twist of lime could be sold for £9 plus as a mocktail. Basically, we've made your drink look pretty, and you're going to pay for it.
What? Because you've crushed up some ice and put a mint in it. I must now pay £9 for this lemonade.
And also, you're not even going to get a full can of cola in there or a full can of lemonade in there because you know and I know that the ice is in there. There's a little splash of juice in there. So you're getting half a drink for £9.
Big man, give me a virgin mojito, no ice.
Yes, come on.
But a mojito is mainly ice. I said, no ice.
Oh yeah, and pint glass. Give me a pint of virgin mojito here.
What is in a virgin mojito?
Lime, juice, lemonade, some mint. £9, please.
£9.
In a tall glass with a cardboard straw. Yeah. So why do they go
cardboard paper straw?
Paper straw. So why do they go racing? So it's a day out. You go and for me personally, if I go to the races, and this is people hate it for me. Whenever I do this, right? Gamble. When I would do this, I don't do it with like zest or care. I'm like, I like that name. Do it. Yeah. So say we went to the races. Obviously, you're standing there chilling. I'm like, okay, not your time, but I'm going for it. Ain't got a clue. Ain't got a clue horse, or it's called Clueless Clive or something like that. £20. Do it. They're like, never gonna win, mate. What you doing? You're wild. I'm like, I don't care. I like that horse. And more times than not, when I've done that, I've even done it on the Grand National before. Like, I like the name of it. Like, you know, it's called like something was called like She's Got a Bumper or something. I was like, hey, she's got a bumper. Hey, I'll put a tenner on a bumper, bruv. One. All the time. So I think you're supposed to go and do it. Some people take the gambling seriously, but it's more of like a day out. It's like a festival where you dress up and we're supposed to behave in a slightly more civilized way. Do we? I don't know.
I remember watching Peaky Blinders and they went to the races, but that was an era where everybody just dressed up in suits and stuff anyway. Yeah,
what happened in that episode? Did they have a punch up?
Oh, they killed a couple people.
They typical like, Peaky Blinders, isn't it?
Murdered and that. There was like proper stuff going on. You watch Peaky Blinders?
Here and there. It's not really... I'm Star Trek, man. You know me, bro. Star Trek.
Marcus was like, do you know what would make Peaky Blinders better? Maybe...
Lasers. Just a little pew-pew. Just a little pew-pew.
Maybe somebody from outer space finds Tommy Shelby and tells him to kill the racist.
Yes. And then we have Peaky Blinders, The Next Generation. Yeah, in space. Yeah. No, I watched a bit of it. It wasn't really
the Shelby Company in space.
Shelby Space. Yeah, it wasn't really. It was all right. I don't think it's bad, but it just wasn't. I didn't like wrap my head around it. I might have watched a few episodes, like here and there.
Is there anything that's not sci-fi based that you like?
You know what I mean? Little slaps of reality TV. I used to be dead against it, but you've got me onto a few reality TV shows like Traitors and stuff like that as well. I want to watch this Red Nose Day special of Traitors as well. Like, I don't know, but like Kyle's in it as well.
Red Nose Day, I didn't even realise it was on until it was on.
Yeah. I don't feel like it don't feel like it's been as heavy this year, or have we just missed it? Because some people have been doing some really good stuff. I know some like radio presenters have been cycling and raised £1 million.
Yeah, that was Molly King, innit?
That's it.
She smashed it.
Shout out to you, Molly. I know that, like I said, there's the Traitors. Well, I think they're playing characters from the Traitors, and it's like a parody. I want to watch it, but like I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I just think it's a shame, but I think it is a reflection of how not only BBC but the TV industry treat comedy in this country, that most comedians I know didn't have a clue it was on.
And it is comic, really. It's your time to shine, really, innit? It's your time.
Yeah, I never got any sort of...
We've usually got a few emails buzzing around about stuff like that, and we've not even had it this year, have we? Really, it's been a bit quiet. Do you think maybe it might be because there's other world events going on, there's other people dying and stuff, and they feel like they, out of sensitivity, they don't want to talk about, you know, this more than that or whatever?
I think for charity, if you're doing stuff for charity, and the whole idea is you're using comedy to raise money, you think you'd utilize people with fan bases, you'd utilize people, you try and have a whole online push towards it.
I'd use it to address like kids dying and stuff as well. I'm just saying, I'd use it to address all the shit going on properly.
But I'm talking purely from a advertising perspective, or trying to make the event the best it could possibly be. You'd weeks in advance, months in advance, you'd have like people be like, what do you want to do for this or whatever. You could listen, like you could have partnerships with like Meta, you could have partnerships with TikTok, that kind of stuff as well, very early on. Get people involved, like try and set up a few things where like you send out red noses to people. You can't even buy the red noses in Sainsbury's anymore.
Yeah, I've not even, that's what it is. I've not even seen like the red nose, or the red nose, they like have the disposable bags will have a red nose on it. So it's like every time you buy a disposable bag, or sorry, reusable bag, not disposable, reusable bag, it's got a red nose on it. I've not even seen that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I like, but I mean, the other conversation, I mean,
maybe they have reached out and they've not got anything back.
Haven't.
Really?
Yeah, they haven't.
But you know Meta like that, yeah?
No,
Me and your boy Mark are just, Mark.
No, not Meta. Because you've worked for the Beeb.
Yeah.
I've worked for the Beeb.
Yeah.
And you know how you know how they work, right? And it's very slow. It's like best way to describe it is like the Titanic trying to turn.
Yeah, I hear that. But I can't believe that they haven't reached out to someone like Facebook or Meta or whatever.
Well, just forget that. But the comics with massive...
Oh, yeah.
Massive like fan bases, like comics with massive podcasts and stuff like that. Like, it would have made sense to have... like even online creators, like, do you know what I mean? Like like a lot of these people, purely because of the nostalgia, would have got involved with it.
I feel like it's a bit of establishment Red Nose Day as well. Like it's kind of like, I think I've known about it. I feel like all my life. I feel like it's been on all my life. I don't know if it has, but yeah. So
they could have done something anyway. But if you want to get me on board as a consultant to help you make your shit pot, shut up.
Wow. Okay, so that was a sales pitch. It's quite good. It's quite good.
No,
it's
but
quite good.
I also think the other part of it is we're going down we're in a sort of period where you're not really going to get massive cultural events that everybody knows about all the time anymore, just because of the way media is consumed.
What, we just had Super Bowl, big man.
Yeah, apart from sports events, you don't really get stuff that everybody is watching.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the viewing figures are for Red Nose
World
Day.
Cup, Super Bowl, Champions League, all of that.
Yeah, man, WrestleMania, all of them real ones. Yeah,
yeah. Absolutely. You know what? Those things, everyone always knows about them, but also because they're reoccurring. Like usually around the same time in a certain.
Yeah. So is Red Nose Day. It's around this time of year. You know what?
Every 2 years.
It's every 2 years.
Yeah.
I thought it was every year.
No.
It's every 2.
Yeah, it's every 2. You get Red Nose Day and then you get Children in Need.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've done bits of both of them.
Is it?
Yeah, man. I think I did some like world record attempts, like where I was like a part of some weird world record attempt. I like it when I do stuff like that. It was children's BBC, so I think it was like Blue Peter. It was like the most like
high five
cream pies or whatever they did, like, you know, not cream pies.
Because you were doing that with your hand. Marcus was like putting his hand in there.
The most high fives.
I was like, the most high fives.
That'd be sick. I'd love to do that. But it was just like, you know, like when they do the comedy thing, so everybody just got fucking splat with a pie, whatever. Line up, do it front.
I don't need to do that.
Yeah, but it's for charity, man. Just do it, innit? Like, raise a bit of money, got a world record, whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's all good.
So what? You're a world record holder?
I contributed to it, yeah. So I guess I am part of the course. I don't know, you know, maybe it is. No, you know what? My name will have to be there as a record because they had a proper, because whatever stupid world record, like say you're just doing like, I'm going to jump in the air as high as I can and touch the wall, like the world record for that to be a world record, someone has to come down from Guinness Book of World Records, with a clipboard and like be properly inspected. So there's a guy there that was like, that didn't count because the pie didn't quite connect with the face, so they had to do all of that.
Yeah,
like
official. You're even trained, bro. Shut up, man.
I love that.
Do you know they
what a great job.
In year 7, they made us do, and this was the same week as 9/11.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, they made us all jump at the same time in a playground to see if we could cause an earthquake.
Your whole class?
No, the whole school.
What?
Yeah, and apparently we caused, it was like a really low number, like 1 point something on a Richter scale.
Who measured that?
I think it was a countrywide thing where they got students from
They got the whole country to jump up and
I
down.
think so, because I remember we had to jump all at the same time. So it was like 1, 2, 3. So you jump and then you all land at the same time to see if we could cause a shock. I don't know if.
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, if I was, because I was in year 7, I was gassed. I was like, yeah, let's do it, kind of thing. If I was just a bit older, I'd be like, brother,
brother,
we don't need this.
I don't know if I can believe that, man. I can't believe that if all the kids in the UK or even half of them jumped up and down, we'd have a 0.1 Richter scale. Nah, man, come on.
Just
That sounds silly, man.
But we, I guarantee you, we did it. We were on Newsround.
You made it onto Newsround.
They came to our school with a camera crew on Newsround, and I was like, "Oh right, that was us."
Well, I'm glad I did my world record attempt and not that. I'll be honest, that's a whack day shoot. That's a whack day shooting for me. You got to pretend you're happy for that.
Yeah,
4 hours. Okay, so we're here with Kae, who's part of year 7 or whatever.
Did not interview me, boy.
Why not? They were like, we'll pass on that kid. They looked at him, brother. Brother.
Basically.
They're like, we're gonna get and you're like, you're trying to get their eye. You're like, with your hand up. Anyone want to get involved in it? James.
Do you know what? I always used to get fucked over with that sort of stuff. I'll tell you one thing, right? I'll tell you one thing. Tony Blair came to our school, right? He was the Prime Minister at the time. And I was meant to meet him.
Yeah.
But nobody told me. But my name was on the list. Nobody told me. So then my brethren and the other, like, bunch of other people, they're all in there, like, meeting Tony Blair in the morning. People were like, where were you? I was like, what do you mean, where was I? They were like, yeah, your name was on the list. I was like, nobody told me. And then I had stuff like that throughout my whole schooling career. Like, people going to, I think there was someone just fucking with me.
It sounds like someone's fucking with you.
Yes, because like they were like, we had visits to Oxford and Cambridge. I never got one.
But some other kids did though.
Yeah. And they were like, hold on, like, no, we really put you forward. Didn't get it. Didn't go through.
I got picked for loads of that stuff, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I went.
Yeah, but the thing is, even when I became head boy, they chose a co-head boy as well.
Really?
Yeah, I told you this before. Yeah, they chose a co-head boy because they just sort of looked at me and went, nah, you can't do
brother.
Brother.
We need someone who really represents the year. So we're going to have a co-head boy. Oh, that's mad. So you didn't get picked for those things?
No, I got picked. No one would tell me that.
So you got picked. Let me try and break this down. So for example, how did you find out you were on the list if you didn't get picked? Like when they're reading out the names.
My friend.
So someone's reading out the names.
So basically, the day before, everybody was meant to go to some teacher's room, office, sorry. And they were like, oh yeah, tomorrow morning we need you to come in early. You're meeting the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
I was not told that I was to go to that teacher's office. So they're reading out the names. Like,
I know it's a long time ago, but like I'm trying to work out where were you when they had the list of names and they decided to just look.
Science.
So you was in a lesson.
I was in double science or something.
And they like pulled other people out of double science.
So then when we were going in the next day, we're like, why is there all this commotion? They're like, Tony Blair's in the school.
Wow.
Kind of thing. And then like my tutor, you know, your form tutor, he's like, oh yeah, they're going off. They're like, oh yeah, so Benjamin. Oh yeah, they're all meeting. They're all off to meet Tony, innit? And then I'm like, oh right, okay. And at the time, like, you want to meet the Prime Minister, innit? You're a kid, like, you're like, why not? Like, and I did feel away. And then they were like, what's it? My friend came back and he was like, yeah, your name was on the list. I was like, so part of me was like, oh, I was vindicated because I was chosen. But I wasn't told.
Did you confirm that you were on the list from a teacher, or did you only confirm from this said friend?
No, because there was a couple of people that went there and they said, yeah, you.
So 2 students told you this?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Kae, right? There's a couple of theories I have this year, right? One of them, teacher don't like you, yeah? Or
no, that teacher, what?
Someone didn't like you, yeah, upstairs. 2,
Bearism, yeah.
This could have happened like the first time now or whatever, and then it could have been like an ongoing joke throughout the years, like, oh, should we just tell Kae that he was on the list so you never get picked? Because if I can't, I couldn't trust 2 students in my fucking school with anything. I couldn't.
One of them was one of my best mates. I was a groomsman at his wedding. He wouldn't lie.
Yeah?
He wouldn't lie about something like that.
Do you know what would be funny if I was a groomsman at his wedding, but I only found out after the wedding that I was supposed to be a groomsman? No, I was on the list, but, you know, I didn't find out till afterwards. So I was like, what's all this commotion where people...
Just there, like... this is like when Tony Blair came. But the funniest thing is, he's got a picture with Tony Blair basically next to him.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, I think the Iraq War and stuff happened after that.
Took it down.
And so like, I don't think he really advertises that he met Tony.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not on his CV anymore. With cover letter. After meeting Tony Blair, I realised that...
I don't even know, you know, like, Tony Blair's getting a bit of a, like, good PR recently.
Is it? Why is that?
Because the Tories are fucking up the country and people are like, wasn't it amazing under New Labour? Wasn't it amazing?
I don't know about that, boy, but...
Schools were great.
I'll tell you this.
There was money. Everybody was making money.
Yeah.
It was great.
I'll tell you this. I came to a realisation, though, bruv. Like, if you fuck something up for 14 years, it's going to take a long time to fix it, you know? Like, if you fuck something up for 14 years...
I think we're broken beyond repair.
Like, if I eat... Yeah, I think we can fix it. But if I eat bad for 2 weeks, right, and drink every day for 2 weeks, don't exercise, whatever, it don't take 2 weeks to get back to how I was before, you know? No. We all know this. Like, one binge can throw your diet for a few days, innit? Or 3-4 days of eating shit.
And your skin.
Yeah, so for 14 years, we ain't been using no micellar water or whatever it is, or
wow.
What is it? Is that what it is? Is that right? Micellar water, and bro, I'm soap and water, bruv. Micellar water and all that. I am.
See, Marcus does all of this stuff. Yeah, no, I don't use anything, you know. And then you go into his room and it's all just like. I bet you Mark has got an LED mask in it. You got an LED mask in it. You sit there with a red little LED mask, like in the evenings, like trying to like. No, it's a Star Trek thing. Shut up, man.
I'm so for what? I'm like that. I saw this meme the other day where some guy was like, he holds up a link spot and he's like, you see this? Yeah, this is face wash, shampoo, shower gel. This is microwave. Like, it says everything. That's how I am, bruv. I'm like all over.
You know when I went to the Selfridges cinema that time I told you?
Yeah, tell us about it again. This is Kae, let us know.
So I went into the gadgets bit because it's on the same floor.
Oh yeah, that little shop.
Yeah. And then they had all these like skin masks thing, and one of them was like £700, but they were like, it does a mad thing to your face.
I can guarantee you, with the power of science, it does fuck all to your face. It does absolutely fuck all to your face. Factor 50 is the only proven skin thing that works.
So, you have a tech podcast.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
You're the second person to say that to me this week.
Do you want to holler them and go and I'll use it?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Whether I'll come on and review it for you.
You know what? To do it though, we could do it, but to do it, you'd have to do it on half your face.
Why?
So we could see what it's like the other half of your face.
Brother.
No, that's how you do it. You'd be like Two-Face one way. They'd be like, hey, Kae, turn around. Brother.
I guess we know the podcast name today.
Brother.
That is possibly my favourite meme ever now.
Do you know what? We're late on it, busting joke on it, because it's been around for a while.
Yeah,
but it's been growing on me. Like, it's just been growing on me slowly. Like, it's been growing, brother.
I want to see that Imam's react, because he must be an Imam, but that Imam's reaction to him becoming a meme. Like, brothers, they've turned me into a meme.
Yeah, and he goes, no, the internet.
The internet, brother. It's disgusting, eh?
Yeah, this is not what I wanted, brother.
They must treat him like a dickhead though. Sometimes, like, he's like, say that.
Say it again. Say it. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Get vexed. Because there's nothing more that serious people hate.
Yeah.
Than being funny.
Bruv, he hates too much salt on his food. Look, I'm going to put a bit too much salt on his food. And he has to eat it and he goes, brother, how was the food? Yes, nice. Brother. Anyway, man, let's get into some Patreon bits. We'll throw these in because otherwise we won't get round to it. So we'll do some chat around it too. There's lots of ways for you guys to communicate with us. We've seen comments on YouTube. I'll try and grab some of those as
one is
Kae
throwing up the bat signal.
One is throwing up the bat signal
in real life.
Yeah,
so if you do have, what is it, a projector?
Yeah,
into the sky. Okay, that ain't got a clue logo. Do that, and then we'll find you.
We've actually turned up at a few places. You know, people have done that. Me and Kae have turned up usually within 90 minutes.
Yeah,
UK wide. So. This is a bit of
that was pre-LTN.
Pre-LTN. Oh my God, bruv. You could not write this. So Andre in Patreon said, saw this and thought of LTNs. It was literally the article saying low traffic zone acts after just 4 months, talking about your area because it took 2 hours to go less than 3 miles. Streatham U-turn after bus took 2 hours to go less than 3 miles.
I know, man. It's listen, guys. They removed the signs the other day.
The signs are gone as well.
But they still kept the parklets. I need these parklets gone as well.
I need these parklets gone as well.
these parklets gone, and then I will be a happy bunny.
Okay. All right, then. Get rid of the parklets. But yeah, shout out to you,
The
Andre.
eyesores. Nobody sits down on them plant potty type things, man.
I don't think anything like that is attractive at all.
No.
I think, honestly, outdoor seating, only when necessary. I've never thought as an activity, like have I ever gone to you, Kay, let's meet up and have a little meeting strategy, instead of a calf or, you know, when we go for our celebratory kebab, yeah, do I say to you like, Kay, let's sit outside, let's make some room outside on a bench on a high road?
Because it's stupid.
You know what
It's
I think?
stupid.
It's a very stupid.
It's
a stupid. Stupid, right?
Because like the only place like it's a coffee shops
Yeah.
or like a restaurant's actual seating that they put outside.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I don't want to be because they clean that stuff.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sitting on some fucking I don't know. Maybe the park bench.
Yeah, if I have to sit on a park bench, but you know what you do? You do the little check before you sit.
Yes.
You go up to the park bench and you do the check. You know what's the check for, Kay?
Only in summer.
Yeah, and what's the check for though when you look at the bench?
Shit.
Exactly, because you know a pigeon could have been there chilling, or it could just be dirty, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, even if I'm honest, even when I go to a restaurant or something like that, I don't even want to sit outside. Really, if it's like on a high road, a busy high road, why do I want to sit next to bus fumes and car fumes trying to eat my food? Put
During
me inside.
COVID though,
Yeah.
that era where all the restaurants in Soho were eating outside, that was a vibe, you know.
Yeah.
For one summer, I was like, because the weather was nice as well, yeah, and I was like, oh, this is a vibe. They closed off a lot of the streets in Soho. You were eating out in the street, and you're like, oh.
And let's be honest, what was the other motivation as well? The little eat out to help out thing as well. That wasn't so bad either, was it? Kebab. Right, also, this is Meji saying, for Kay's benefit, this happened in the 90s when Sunny D first came out. They took it off the market for a few years and came back after a rebrand and a change of ingredients. And this is the article, Kay. Too much Sunny Delight turns girls' skin yellow. 1999 this happened, bruv. The manufacturer of one of Britain's best-selling soft drink, Sunny Delight, admitted yesterday that too much of it could send a child yellow. Procter & Gamble was responding to reports from a paediatrician in Wales that a 4-year-old he had seen who had been drinking 1.5 litres of the drink a day was a yellowy colour.
Jesus.
So it did happen, Kay, man. It did happen, bruv.
I think that was jaundice. I'm not going to believe that.
They said analysis revealed
Procter
that
and Gamble, bruv.
one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies ever. You walk into a shop, you're walking past their products. You probably have 4 of their products in your house.
I thought it was an AstraZeneca. I thought maybe a GlaxoSmithKline.
Yeah, that kind of level. A GSK,
yeah,
as I like to call, because you know, cool like that.
It's around the corner, innit?
Yeah, not too far up the road, mate. Yeah, it's that kind of Procter and Gamble. I think they Johnson's baby powder. I think they're Johnson's baby oil.
Procter and Gamble sounds more like an investment banking firm. Procter and Gamble.
Procter and Gamble.
But you wouldn't, if your name was Gamble, you wouldn't really want that as an investment firm. Who do you invest with? Procter and Gamble. I don't know.
Sounds like one of the partners is really sensible and the other one comes in steaming on a Monday out of the weekend.
There's Gamble again.
What do you want?
If I heard of Procter and Gamble, I'm going, Hargreaves Lansdowne is right there. I think I'll go with them.
I think I'll go with Park and James. Thank you very much. Thank you. So they're responding saying that the girl had been drinking 1.5 litres a day and it was because...
Yeah, but what the fuck, bro?
It was caused by beta carotene, an additive that boosts the drink's orange colour and vitamin A content.
So let me get this straight. If I have beta carotene, I can get a natural tan.
That is literally what I'm thinking. People that will see this go, what are you trying to say? For the price of a 1.5 litre of Sunny D, I can get that, you know, Centropare glow.
Mate.
Fucking hell, mate. Yeah?
Mate.
Can someone else look, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to send you a lot of research, but can someone else look into these nasal sprays apparently for tanning? Is this an actual thing, or was I reading bullshit last week when I was talking about this?
I've never heard about that. But I know you're not allowed to use a lot of those nasal decongestants a lot.
Really?
Yeah, because they can mash up the septum.
How?
I don't know. Put a hole in it. Apparently, like,
guys, he answered me with the same look on his face. I was like, "Why do you like red for?" Oh no, it's just fucking science, isn't it? Well,
yeah. No, but
fuck you asking me for? Do I look like Procter or Gamble?
It gets.
I'm Kae Kurd. You're gone.
I think it. All
right, take your time.
I think it bursts the vessels around there, and then it permeates through the septum wall.
I would presume that whatever medicine is meant to permeate in a way, but I don't know how it bursts you. That sounds dangerous to me, mate.
That's why you're not meant to like. You see
Do
when
cocaine.
it tells you like the on the directions, it's like only use a couple of sprays like every few hours or whatever.
Who uses 2 sprays, man?
See, that's the point because people go.
I'm like, pow,
But you're
pow,
You're
my
not
nose.
meant to just do it upwards.
Yeah.
So you know your nose actually starts here and it goes that way.
Okay, he's pointing at his eyes and he's pointing,
It goes backwards.
hands are moved towards his cheek.
So what you do is you get the nasal decongestion and you sort of turn it to try and get 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So you're essentially spraying it towards where your mouth is. Well, not your mouth, but you know what I mean.
These times I'm just taking an ibuprofen. No, not ibuprofen. I'm taking a hay fever pill and a decongestion because then I don't have to worry about how I sprayed it. I just pop that in my mouth and crack on.
There's decongestion tablets.
Yeah, man. Pseudoephedrine.
The world is
One of the
changing.
drugs that they use to make the stuff. What's it? Breaking Bad. What's it called again? Crystal meth.
See, you lot thought sci-fi didn't have its benefits. This
Yeah.
guy knows.
That's why in like those countries like where they have those problems of people making the drug, it's like it's like got the highest use of pseudoephedrine when it's not really a state that has any real hay fever. Yo, man, gonna need some of those
Wow.
Sudafeds. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Science,
There you
bruv. But yeah,
Seance.
apparently every 100 milliliters of Sunny Delight contains a small quantity, 120 micrograms of beta carotene, about 50% of the recommended daily allowance. So she was
is
taking
the
a lot
old
more than she
recipe.
needed,
That's the
bruv.
old
Yeah,
one.
but now they got the new improved.
If you're drinking a litre and a half of Sunny Delight, you deserve every bad thing coming to you.
It's not a nice amount of
only-
beverage. That
no.
it's not a litre and a half.
If you're having a litre and a half of Coke, by anything that isn't water, you're having more than like 500 millilitres of in a day. Get out of here, man.
I'll be honest though, as a kid, not every day, but if you took me to a kid's party, I could clap 1.5 litres of any beverage. If it's you never been to like one of them kids' parties or a family gathering where they've got like, you know, they're being generous, so they've like got like
Don't really go to a
all
lot
the
of kids'
drinks.
parties.
When you were younger,
Yeah, okay.
of course.
But
Or
even
as
then,
you call it, a party.
even
right?
then, I didn't go to a lot of parties.
All right, but you go to a party and there'd be like,
But the
okay,
little-
you could
but
have
the- but the
2 or
little
3
goodie bag
cans of
at the
Coke.
end.
Yeah, there you go. But you know,
No,
a
but
party
you
where you
used-
can have what you want.
Yeah,
though.
but you used to get the like even smaller cans
yeah, the
of Coke.
250.
Bro, those
250
little
ones,
small ones.
aeroplane ones.
Yeah. They were great as a kid because you were like, this is enough.
Yeah, but I could fuck up 10 of those at a party. No one would know.
What now?
As a kid, that's 2.5 litres.
Because I was thinking now that those ones for you are a sip.
It's a shot. Yeah, I'll have the bottle. Thank you very much. So yeah, there you go. That's so it was true. It was a horrible story.
Well,
Steve said, going back to the Christmas question on episode 75, the 18% body fat episode. Thanks for the good throwback there, Steve. Amongst my first generation British born Chinese family and friends, I only know us to do the whole Christmas dinner and presents thing. Our parents never did it. It's not that they don't celebrate it. I think it was an immigrant cultural thing that spare money went on bills and clothes, because my parents fucking love coming to my house and doing up an Afro-Chinese Christmas and swapping presents. I love that. So anyway, well, let me finish what he says. I think back then when we were growing up, it wasn't a big deal. So as first gens, we've adopted it into our culture now. So basically what he's saying is, I love this. His parents are like, we ain't going to do Christmas because we've got bills to pay. But now he's nice. Yeah. They're like, make sure that turkey's big man. Make sure all the trimmings are there. I love that,
that's
man.
so funny, right?
I love that.
But I know, like, even if we did that, my mom would be like, this isn't, I don't like this. It's like, have you ever tried taking your mom to a restaurant or your dad, to a restaurant, whichever ones that, it's your dad, isn't it? And like, yeah. So taking him to a restaurant and you're like, oh yeah, try this. And he does like, but where's the rice? Because I've seen so many videos of people taking their ethnic parents to like nice restaurants.
Yeah.
Like there was this one where I saw someone took their mum to Wagamama's like, please Kelechi, I tell you, may it be the first and last time you take me to Wagamama's. And I was laughing. She was like, Waga what? Waga who?
Yeah. Let me,
Waga what?
I'll be honest, right? I think taking my parents anywhere, I have to consider where I'm taking them.
Can't take them to the Shard. Your mum would just be looking at it like, how much? Why are you doing it?
They appreciate good food. I don't think they appreciate the experience.
No.
And I think in our generation, it's about experiential. Like people like an Instagrammable dessert. Like I think if you're at a restaurant and you've got a solid chocolate ball that you pour hot chocolate over and it all melts,
Forget that.
that's all
Forget
Instagrammable.
that.
My
Forget
parents
that.
are not connecting with that.
No,
They're
no.
like, what's the flavors?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Forget that.
Yeah.
our generation loves to go to somewhere where it's like, oh my God, have you seen the interior design?
Yeah.
It's like this fantastic...
Instagrammable.
Yeah,
so not
100%.
forget that. It's exactly what I said. Yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about just the food.
They love that. Yeah, that's that as well. Yeah.
But I'm talking about like, they're like, oh my God, like it's so cute. Like, you know, these places that you get in like Sloane Square or like in Mayfair or whatever. And then like you look at a restaurant and you're like, wow, this is like the Sistine Chapel or whatever. But then the food that they bring you is just like, it's just any little pasta or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're there like, hold on, like what, you're charging me £70 for this? And wait, do you even have a Michelin star? Do you even... Wait, hold on. What gives you the right to do it? What? Just because there's girls with Shein dresses over there, I must now pay £75.
It's like it's the Salt Bay effect, isn't it? So people like the experience over what you're actually having. Do you get me? It's like it's the vibe.
So, but your parents,
my dad would not like a man flicking his food onto his plate like that.
No.
So he'd be like, "Excuse me, can we just have it delivered?"
I couldn't. My parents would just find that all too annoying as well.
Yeah,
They'd be like, "All right, cool, yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
And then, like, it's like I've seen people on TikTok and go, "Oh, taking my mum to like, let's say the Shard, for instance, for like or high tea." Or the ones I've seen about high tea, you know, taking your mum Claridge's or whatever. And they're just cussing throughout the whole thing. They're like, why have you brought me to this place for like tea and cucumber sandwiches when it's like 70, 80 quid for like my parents, I just know they would be taking the fucking piss out of that, because I'm taking the piss out of it. But I'm like, why is man eating a cucumber sandwich? Who's eating cucumber sandwiches, bro?
It's one of the most disgusting sandwiches ever. In fact, if I see someone eating a cucumber sandwich, right? If I discover, like if I was in an office environment, my colleague was eating cucumber sandwiches, in my head, there's a list of people who I think are psychopaths. They've been added to that.
100%.
That's a psychopath. I'm sorry, but a cucumber sandwich is a psychopath sandwich to eat.
There's a lot of stuff, right? Just because it's at because it's at the Savoy.
It's a water sandwich, bruv. Sorry, we're stuck in it. Brother. Yeah.
I just don't like. I couldn't take my parents to any of those places. They'd just be cussing me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll get cussed, but I think if I want my parents to have a good time, I will take them somewhere where I know the focus is the quality of the food. So I take them somewhere I'll take them somewhere where the food's good. I don't think they like the fancy experiential stuff. That's not for them. They come from a food, or my dad likes it if I cook and I bring food for them. They like that kind of stuff. Your dad
wants to go somewhere where he can put his sleeves up, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's where they want to eat, bro. They don't want to eat somewhere where it's like, Dad, I need you to put on your suit and stuff. They're like, big man, I'm getting to eat.
My dad likes to dress up, bruv. My dad likes to dress good. Yeah, my dad likes to dress good. Our generation dresses. Our generation. Don't forget, bruv. The old generation, they dress better, as in smarter than us, as a default.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Yeah.
They dress normal anyway. But when they're eating food, I don't think they want to. Do you know what I mean? They don't want to be in their suit and tie when they're eating.
I don't know. You look at the older generation, bro. They dress a lot smarter than us, bro. As a default.
No, 100%. That's that. 100%,
so that's the thing. When they're going out to the restaurant, they're in the smart garms already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like, I don't think they're really enjoying the food.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I'm very good at selecting. I would never take my parents to like some like experiential restaurant where it's like, you know, we're gonna play like where your plate is full of steam and like liquid nitrogen and stuff.
My
like
mom
that.
hates any sort of Japanese rice. She's like, this
really?
isn't how you cook rice.
Like sticky rice.
Sticky rice. She's like, this isn't how you cook rice.
I think what's good, like I'll be honest, what's good with my parents is that they know what they like, but they'll give it a go. But they'll be like afterwards, didn't really like that.
May be the first and last time you bring me to Wagamamas.
Yeah, man. But anyway, man, we've got to hop into our Patreon episode, don't we? Because we've got to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to hear the conversation continue, all you have to do is click a link in the description, which takes you to Patreon, gets all that video stuff of us, all the episodes early with no ads. And if you're in the Apple Podcast app, tap More of a Clue. You can sign up there as well. I think with both of them as well, you can sign up for a year and get a bit of P off as well. So yeah, man. Yeah, we'll see you over there. And if we ain't going to see you over there, we'll see you next week. Peace.
May it be the first and last.